I think I'd like to give this sword a go at some point. This Velvet Sword of St. Trina. I do wonder that whether or not my wild flailing, though, is just going to cause trouble. And I'm going to put people to sleep and then knock them straight out of it. Also, someone trying to assault us immediately. That's no good. I've just started the session. I'm going to die. If that happens. Let's see. Do we just run for it? Does that work for us? Although now we appear to have just one foe on our tail. So yeah, we can deal with that. But I'm wondering if just running for it is a good idea down here, because there's those laser worms. And they're not our friend. And there's also the spinning worms, who are not our friend. So mayhap a good old cheese it is the answer. Oh. Because it fires out real fast. And we don't like that. Ouch. And then we've got explodo worms as well. Got my man. Ouch. One of them hit us. And dang it. If that exploder worm hadn't hit us and we hadn't got caught on a rock, we might have been able to make it up there. It feels like trying to fight this lot sensibly is just not wise. Also, maybe at some point as well I should give the Blood Fiend arm a go. 28 strength, but we'd be two-handing it anyway, wouldn't we? Although, is it for us? It is a very strength-based weapon. But we've not really tried swinging colossal weapons at any point on anyone. So maybe that's an option. But I'd also like to get the Dancer's Swords, because I feel like Sam could whirl and twirl away to victory. So yeah, sprinting is getting us past these laser worms pretty well. Except when it's no longer an option, because... Oh, no. Ah, piss off. The minute you get hit by an Explodo, you just get fucked up. And there's too many of them. Is the smart move to stop at that first one and kill it? It feels like we're not supposed to fight them, just because they fire too fast. It feels like they're supposed to be just evaded. But we're not doing a great job of that. We're doing a great job of killing this Grave Bird. We got that one on lockdown. Now, how about you, second Grave Bird? Yeah, these guys are fine. It's just Wormo over here. Yeah, slow at turning. There's that to be said for them. Now we've got one down, we can trigger those lads. We could potentially fight this guy. Oh no, we've already got a worm on us. Ah, and someone else. I mean, their range is ridiculous. But yeah, another Explodo caught us out, which is a pain. Right, you there. Good. Okay, now which way? Okay, is there much in this direction? Doesn't look like it. So I guess we go this way. We're venturing into new territory. New Grave Birds. Now, where are you, worm friend? Here you are. Should probably try and circle around it, but heck with it. Right, revenge. Now, we can go up there, though. Is that somewhere we want to go? 'Cause that's... which way did we come from? We came from over there, right? So... we can go up this way. That's a lot of balls. But they can trigger each other, which is fun. Come on, everyone. Do your thing. Excellent. Balls everywhere. And a grave 8. Was it worth it? Probably not, but it was amusing. And it did get us a small but nice pile of rune. And there is nothing else in this direction. Okay. So now we know we can press on. It is possible that we could come back here on some other characters later. Although I don't know if it's necessary. Now, is the boss in this place going to be vulnerable to bleed? I'm wondering, because most of the enemies around here appear to be made out of rock. And then, yeah. I had a feeling Wormo was going to come in after that. I mean, they're all Wormo, but... still. Now, is it just... no, it's 2 of them. Very well. Let's go this way. Again, no huge reason to go that way. But we'll use these worms' lack of speed to our advantage as we continue to sneak up through this area. Explodos. A goodly number. Potentially we could drop off there. Yeah, there is a drop off there. But can we also reach it by just going over here and then dropping down there? Oh, hello. We like Grace. Should we look anywhere else first, or should we just drop to the Grace? Seems like a no-brainer, really. That section was a nightmare. But we're through it. And we are now at the official waypoint. Down here we do find an item. A glove wort. Doesn't seem to be much else going on. So I guess we can take a seat and get our flasks back. And what say you, message? Something hilarious? No, just something straightforward and sensible. Yep, don't fall off the cliff. Thanks, message. I was just about ready to plunge myself into the abyss until you reminded me not to. Who comes for me? Skeleton? That's fine. Pot throwing skeleton. And roly ball skeleton. That doesn't really mind our spear all that much. And is going to resurrect unless we give him another poke. Okay. So they don't mind the spear. Yeah, piss off. All of you, in fact, just piss off. I'm busy. Blobs. We don't like blobs. Dew gem. Very nice. Now, that looks to be some sort of Leonin warrior up ahead in ghost form. So yeah, everything down here is a bit immune to all of our best moves. Ouch. He's got a pretty cool move of his own. You do seem like the sort, though, who's not going to respawn. Which I hope is the case, because you just kicked my ass. So what have we got that might be more effective against this lot, equipment-wise? We need like 5 more int to be able to use the Velvet Sword. That's unfortunate. Milady's pretty great. We could have that as just a pure damage weapon. Or we've got traditional pole blade and peeler. It's still a bleed weapon, but it's dealing a fair amount more damage, including fire damage. We should probably get Milady leveled up though, at some point. Or get the dancing blades. But let's try a bit of pole blade for now. Let's try just the one pole blade. And see how we get on. Although, having said that, we could easily just put an Ash of War on the second one and get that back in on the go. It doesn't have to be one of the ashes we're generally using most of the time. Could just be Butt Slam, for example. And then we could put a Cult on it, get some extra damage out of it. Although, how much extra damage is that? 296? Yeah, Keen would be better, wouldn't it? Generally speaking, we are a Dex build rather than an Arcane build. I keep forgetting that our Dex is higher than our Arcane. So we could go with that. But then, should we change from Occult on the Blood Fiend's Occult Fork? We can't do it here. We might be able to do it back at Hugh. Oh no, so to keep the Poison Flower on it, we can only either keep it as Arcane, in which case we get 220 plus 196, so 416 damage. Or we can have it standard, where we'd lose a bunch, because its dex scaling isn't amazing. So, okay, very well. Should have figured there was a reason why we didn't already have Keen scaling on it. Maybe I've already discussed this previously, and I've just forgotten about it between sessions. It is a known risk when you play this many characters. But yeah, that's doing more damage. For sure. Than we were doing before with just a spear. Partly because it's dual wielding, perhaps. But partly because we're just bodying everything. That extra fire damage is coming in handy. It would even allow us to kill this slime, should we so wish, I imagine. Cool. Now, what reward do we get for killing the big slime? Bunch of congealed putrescence. But yeah, these little ones are probably not worth the hassle. Yeah, we'll leave that one be. Get our runes and try and deal with this gentleman. Ouch. Ouch. Good. The multi-layered Ring of Light. Interesting. A multi-layered golden ring that continuously inflicts damage. Incantation of those who served Miquella. Produce a multi-layered ring of golden light and fires it forward. The light ring incantation was cultivated by a tradition separate from Golden Order fundamentalism. Does that explain why there's one of those lads using a golden sword in the Consecrated Snowfields? Because they were headed towards Miquella. Now, Cherry finds herself outside of a boss store to start this session. Common sense would say we're probably going to do some sort of warm-up before wandering in and getting bodied by some random boss. Ramina, Saint of the Bud. It looks like a centipede. Oh no, wait, there's a thing under it. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, that's not the best of starts. How do you feel about magic? You're not a huge fan. Oh dear. You kind of remind me of Scorpioness Najka from Souls 2, aka the best Souls. Ah, maybe Rocksling's the answer. Well, not fanning around like that is part of the answer. Too much time chatting there and not actually doing anything of merit. Now, we probably want to drink our Wondrous Physic first. It's just generally a sound idea, I think. Now, how does Rocksling get on? It feels like the sort of boss where they could be staggered. Yep. None of that, thank you. Right, so 2 swipes. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, they can be staggered. And then can you be crit? Probably, but we didn't get in time. Ouch. Jeez. That was damage. So let's throw more rocks at you while Yosh does his thing. And there we go. Can we get the crit this time? No, for some reason. That's a big old rock move. Okay, that's awful. But yeah, Rocksling is the answer, just because it staggers quite well. We're over here. Well. That's a... I was going to say that's a double swing, but it turned out to be a bit more than that. Let's just run away again. Ouch. And I just got the timing all wrong on that. Oh, jeez. And then she just went into combo mode. She? Why do I feel that that boss is a she? I do hope I'm not misgendering this centipede-based abomination. Yeah, that felt kind of doable till phase 2 began. Just need to learn the swings. Oh god. And maybe actually land some crits. Like now, for example. There we go. That was good damage. Now we run away again. Yep. And then she does the roly-poly. Ouch. Yeah, take aggro please, Yosh. He's up to +10 now. He's a cool guy. Can we stag you out of this, whatever it is? Maybe not. Ouch. Stay down for a moment, just to be on the safe side. Right. Roll through that. It's like Godskin Noble. Ah, piss. And then Scarlet Rot. Dang it. Yosh just seemed to stop doing anything in phase 2. Ouch. Ouch. We're dead. Well, that wasn't the best attempt. Where'd that grab attack come from? Why weren't you doing that in the first, like, 4 tries? Oh, god damn it, that did damage. What am I using? Let's see. Erdtree's Favour. Raises potency of sorcerers, restores FP. I mean, that's not going to do much in a boss fight. And Norse Taker's cameo. So, what else have we got that might help us in any way? Not a lot. I guess Dragon Crest Great Shield would help. I guess having more FP might help. Yeah, let's try that. Might be an extra cast between each blue flask. No. What? Okay, we're dodging things. This is good. But we didn't dodge the roly-poly. Can we get in for the crit? Seems like, yeah, the window there is real small. But we're doing good damage already. I guess Yosh has put his fighting gloves on for this round. Oh. Yeah, we can dodge some attacks by just being underneath. Go away. Stop that. Oh, and then the rot hits anyway. Because reasons. Ouch. Ouch. Now, can we get off a blue flask, please? Okay, that was coming at Yosh. Good. Ouch. Yes, get crit. I'm not even going to go for the crit, actually. That works out alright. Whoop. Oh, come on, we rolled that. But this is looking promising. Yes! There we go. As soon as we change talismans, things suddenly work out for us. And we got the remembrance of the Saint of the Bird. Good job, Yosh. So let us change our talismans back before I forget. Let's grab that Sight of Grace. Let's also look at the remembrance we've picked up. Oh, actually, we're still rotted. It took me forever to sort out my talismans. I didn't realise that the rot was still ticking away. So we'll deal with that first. And we'll level up some more, because that's always wise. A bit more vigour might be nice. Let's get it up to a nice round 60, like everyone else. After the church was burned to the ground, Romina discovered a twisted divine element which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rot. Perhaps then the buds might find somewhere to gain purchase once more within the scorched remains. Okay. So, what have we learned? We've learned the church was burned. We've learned that Romina is in fact a female. So, that's two things. And that she's using scarlet rot to try and boost everything. And is this the tree that needs to be burned? Looks like it. Are you people? Or are you long dead? Maybe you're long dead. The ceiling tree obscures the tower in shadow. Cannot be burned without Messmer's kindling. Indeed. So we're going to have to probably go and get that. At some point. We should probably also see what this remembrance does for us.